Okay.
This is my impression. Life of a showgirl, one white cis man's opinion.
I like it.
Table of contents. Go over my background, some disclaimers, explanation over the rankings, song scores, album scores, overall thoughts. Pause for applause.
I like it.
First of all, I'm a Taylor Swift fan. I'm not a Swiftie.
Okay.
I'm new to Taylor Swift relatively.
Uh-huh.
I do not carry with me any nostalgia for Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been a fan probably the last 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to dictate a lot of my own personal assumptions,
Uh-huh.
which I believe is a very specific thing when you talk about a Taylor Swift album, is what I call the era's expectations.
Mm-hmm.
She has a lot, she has a huge discovery graph, and she's branched into a lot of different ways.
Uh-huh.
And so I think each fan, when they're clicking on a new album, they're hoping it's going to sound like their version of Taylor that they like the most. And that is not always going to be the same. And so an album that one person might think is perfect, another person might not. So as my background, my top 3 albums are Folklore, Torture Reports, Department, and Evermore.
I like it.
Folklore is an S+. I think Folklore might be one of my favorite albums of all time, regardless of any artist. So that just gives a general context to my thoughts and basically where I come from as a Taylor Swift fan.
I like it.
Disclaimers. I value albums. I will be ranking these songs not just as the song itself, but also as a part of the whole and in order in the album. I listened to this album 6 times today through straight. I did not pick individual songs. I care a lot about an artist's ability to put together an album, how an album flows, etc. So, the album will be ranked on the strength of the song. The strength of the songs may vary based on the album and where it's at in the album.
I like it.
Rankings are done contextually. Again, this is contextual to this album. It's also contextual to where each song is in the album and where I believe my headspace or impressions of the album were at the time of listening to it upon repeat listens. Rankings are relative and subjective, meaning 2 things. Number 1, this is my opinion. I have my own bias of what I'm looking for in Taylor Swift songs. And also, they are relative, meaning that if I am going to rank something as an S, a great song, that means I'm putting it in conversation with the top Taylor Swift songs, where I'm thinking this is a certified classic. In the same way, if I rank something poorly, that does not mean that I think this is a bad song. This means that relative to Taylor Swift, I think this is one of her weaker songs. So all things are relative and subjective. Keep that in mind throughout the rankings. Ranking explanation. I will be using tiers as grades. Basically how I like to break it down, an S to me is a great song plus an it factor, right? There might not be a reason why a song might be an A to someone and an S to someone else. There's an element of personal, I just really like that song more than another great song. I think that some of the criteria is I would request the song as a one-off. If I was just listening to music, I might be like, I gotta put this song on. I'm stopping conversation when it comes on. If I'm in the car and this song comes on, I'm like, stop. An A tier, song is great. I like the song. I'm excited when this song comes up in the album. I generally think it's quite good. B is the song is worth the listen. So if I'm going to the album, I'm saying, oh yeah, that's a good song within the album. It might not be like outside of this album or anything, but I'm happy to listen to it within the album. C, song is worth the listen within the album or the vibe. So that's basically, I probably don't like this song as much, but I'm happy to listen to it within the album where it stands in the album. And if the vibe is good, I might like the song more. A D, that's a general skip. So that means if I'm listening to the album in my ideal way through, I might just skip that song. It might just not add anything to the album, or I just generally don't like the song very much. Okay.
Okay.
Fate of Ophelia. I think a lot of strengths. Strong production value. Very strong lyricism. I thought that this played right into Taylor's strengths. I think it was an obvious first choice for the album. It just hits very well. She has her unique brand of pop that I think she's matured into very well, and it's right within her ballpark. I think she really hits it quite strong. Obviously, this cannot be amplified by the album anyway, as it has no songs before it on the album. This is the first song you hear, so it's setting the tone of the album. Grade is an A.
Ooh.
Elizabeth Taylor. This is my favorite song on the album.
Okay.
It's a certified classic to me. It has the it factor. Like I said, there's just something about this song that I think really, really, really works. I think it hits everything that Taylor Swift has mastered, I think at this point in her career, comes through really well here. She does a great job of switching up. I thought of it as like, I think Taylor Swift, when she's doing pop and things like that, to me is best when it's like sung poetry. And I think that the lyrics of this have a great tonal shift into that, but then she smashes through with a very strong refrain that reminds you, okay, we're in a pop album. It's catchy, there's just something about it. I think this sets a tone for the album. You have this Life of a Showgirl, bang. I think it hits a showgirl theme. I think it's just really well done. I think that this is Lana Del Swift. I felt like
I like it.
Lyrics maybe were reminding me of Lana Del Rey, but then she comes out of Lana Del Rey and makes it very much her own song. Grade, this is an S.
Nice.
Opalite, another very strong contender. We're following up with another good song. I thought the refrain is vintage Taylor, and I would say vintage Taylor to me is I can't help but like really want to sing this song.
Yeah.
With her. Just fun, really good use of, just fun words. I think she had fun with the wordplay in this. I think she did a good job bringing energy. I think this is the first song that brings kind of a lighter energy. I said that this is an excellent car song to me. Opalite is a very strong car song. I'm going to want to sing along to it. Grade is an A.
Nice.
Father Figure. Tonal shift. We come off of 3 pop songs, we go more into a slower thing. I think she does a good use of vocal storytelling. You can kind of feel the conversation that she's having. It's very mafioso. I think there's some great themes. I don't think for me it quite nailed the landing. Part of this is whenever you have a tone shift song in an album, it can be divisive. Some people are gonna love it, and some people it's like, oh, you brought me in 3 songs in, and now I didn't think that this quite nailed the landing for a tone shift song. I did just really like the one line she has of like, your fall is ambition, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, that's always that kind of brought it up to me, because I'm she obviously really liked writing that line. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Overall, grade is a C.
Yeah.
It just didn't hit it for me.
Yeah.
I think it's like, hey, within the album, but I'm probably not listening to it outside of it.
For sure.
Eldest Daughter. First attempt at a serious Travis song. It's very obviously talking about her current life, and I think is much more obviously pointed at Travis outside of and serious, like You're So High School isn't as serious of a song as this is.
Right.
I think this one was almost the reverse of an S, where for some reason to me it just didn't land quite right. Especially when she's doing a serious song about Travis. I didn't feel exactly like this was like the best of the best for her. Like I said, good recipe, so-so ingredients. It almost was like, okay, you're following the Taylor Swift, like your classic thing, but just some of the lyricism and things didn't quite catch me. I didn't really have it. At this point, I also am saying, okay, we've gone Father Figure into Eldest Daughter. The tone of the album is now, we've had 3 songs kind of on tone, 2 songs off tone back to back. So starting to wonder exactly what the identity of the album is going to be. Overall grade to me was a C.
Yeah.
Ruin the Friendship. This one was Don't Do This to Me. Impression, Brilliant Bait and Switch. I think this song cuts through really hard, especially with how she basically sets it up, playing off of what you know Taylor Swift to be, of we're doing this fun high school romantic thing. And to me, like I say, if a song makes you cry, don't overthink it. When I first listened to this song, it made me cry.
Yeah.
There's something about a song being able to do that, specifically this, which does not play on sad elements the whole time, but really plays on melancholy, like the hurt of remembering good times. The thought of you assume you're going to have someone in your life, so you don't want to ruin it, and realizing after the fact, what would it matter if I ruined it? I think she has one of her strongest lyrics in this of don't leave. It's better to answer the question than to ask it your whole life. Great lyric.
Yeah.
Overall, this is one to me that is strong it factor. While it is, again, not on tone, I think it just comes through. And to me, when a song makes you feel a lot, don't overthink it. This is an S.
Wow. Nice.
Actually Romantic. This is my guilty pleasure.
Okay.
Again, real tonal shift. At this point, we don't understand really what the album is. It's a diss track to Charlie XCX. I'm not gonna say anything's like this is below this person and this person does it right. I think it's fine for her to do it. Overall, to me, this one is brought up a significant amount by I just think it has really good earworm. Even if I don't necessarily think all the lyrics are the strongest, I'm like, it's just catchy to me.
Right.
And I just like it for that reason.
Yeah.
But the album, again, the identity is losing a little bit here. So this is a B with an asterisk. It's an S if it's a single.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's brought down because at this point in the album, I'm like, I don't really know what I'm listening to anymore. But I'm also like, oh, it's kind of fun to listen to.
Yeah.
And again, I think earworm stuff is like an it factor to me. That's also kind of, I don't know if it necessarily be an S in a single, but I'm generally saying it's my guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Wish list. Not pleasantly surprised. I felt like this just fell real flat. We have a couple tonal shifts in a row with Ruin the Friendship and Actually Romantic. This just felt not quite right to me. I said this is the song that Taylor haters think that she makes. In terms of, I just felt like the lyrics were not up to par for Taylor Swift. They were kind of simple and a little bit all over the place to me. Personally, I think that this would have been best to not be on the album. Overall, this to me is a D.
Wow.
Not a fan of Wish List. And again, I don't come from that era to like, I wasn't a fan. Oh wait, did I just put Wish List on twice?
I think you just didn't have the right name.
Hold on.
Pause.
Pause the video. No, did I? What's after Wish List?
I think it's Wood.
Wood is what should be up here. Okay. This should be Wood. My bad. Stay out of Spring's Lane. That's my question. I think fun gimmick, bad song. I think it's one of those where the first time you're like, oh, funny, but then I'm not saying Taylor can't innuendo or something, but she just doesn't pull off the line to me of doing the Sabrina Carpenter. I'm nailing this kind of fun, flirty innuendo. I think that was an overall theme I felt with this whole album was, well, Taylor's not averse to swearing in her songs. When it doesn't hit tonally and it isn't in a song that you think is lyrically strong, you're kind of like, that just feels out of place.
Right.
I think about that like father figure where I'm like, I guess. This one, you're going back to back, Wish List into Wood. You just prove the haters right. They said, these are the songs you make, and then you're like, these are the songs I make. And it's like, this just is not your best work.
Yeah.
Travis's Sex Appeal, that's an S. But this one, the grade is, that's a D.
Okay.
Just because Sabrina does it doesn't mean that you should.
Okay, yeah.
Canceled. My impression is, what album is this? Earworm is there, but not the reputation that you want. I think this is a song that I would like if it was made 8 years ago on Reputation. It felt so out of place in terms of tone, in terms of everything at this point. You don't know what the tone is. And also, it just doesn't really match up with Taylor's life right now. Especially coming from, I think, when she's really at an all-time high in terms of people knowing that her life is going quite well. It's a good song. Like the earworm is there. I'm like, oh, this is fun, but it just feels like really out of place and almost like years too late to me. Album at this point to me is in jeopardy in terms of what's the point of this album?
Right.
What is the theme? What's the message? What am I trying to feel when I'm listening to this album? My grade is a D.
Okay, yeah.
Honey. Why do we like Taylor? Because she gets on bass. Taylor returns here after, I think, a slide with basically, I'm gonna bunt and get on bass. Honey is a fun song. It's sweet. It's not anything that blows me away, but it's just like, okay, this is back to like a song that I like on the album. Stops the Slide doesn't climb. I'm not necessarily like, oh wow, back to an A.
Right.
I said this is a Moissanite in the rough. It's kind of like, you have 3 or 4 songs that I'm not a huge fan of, and then I'm like, okay, this one's actually not bad.
Yeah.
Gets back to basics, right? Overall grade is a C.
Yeah. Okay.
Life of a Showgirl. I think this is the finale that the album could have been. It almost feels like this is the only song on theme in the album. I borderline think she wrote this song first when thinking of the album. And this song, more than any other, is dragged down by the last half of this album.
Okay.
Because I think if this album was hitting on the likes of Fate of Ophelia, Opalite, Elizabeth Taylor, and you're coming into this is supposed to be the thank you for listening, here we are. But the themes that it's playing on in this kind of finale aren't present for the back half of this album. And so I think that the simple lyrics and things, which normally would be overlooked, I noticed more because I was like thinking more about them.
Yeah.
I also think that while it was like fun and on theme sonically, I didn't think it was like necessarily the most impressive song sonically. And I think that Sabrina Shine amplifies flaws with some of the songs in the album. I think Sabrina does a great job in her lines, and in some way it brings back up of like, this just isn't quite, I'm not going to say it's not Taylor's wheelhouse because she has whatever wheelhouse she wants, but I'm going to say Taylor wasn't necessarily in her wheelhouse to me listening to the end of this album.
Yeah.
And I wish that this song could stay at the end of a different album. Or almost this song could have been the beginning of the album if you want to set a tone.
Right.
But if you're going off theme, why are we going strong theme song at the end?
Yeah.
Grade is a B.
Yeah.
Grades by tier. S tier, we have Elizabeth Taylor, Ruin the Friendship. A tier, Fate of Ophelia, Opalite. B tier, Actual Romantic, Life of a Showgirl. C tier, Honey, Father Figure, Eldest Daughter. D tier, Wish List, Canceled, and Should Be Wood in there as well. Album grade. Strong start, tough finish. I think the biggest thing I thought with this album was the identity issue.
Yeah.
I think, and this is where I put post-folklore clarity. After my fifth listen of the album, I thought, about my top albums and I said, I'm going to listen to Folklore all the way through. Before you grade this album, go listen to your favorite album by Taylor Swift again. And remember what Taylor Swift is. Listen to Folklore again so quickly put me into the vibe of the album, the thought that each of these songs amplifies the one after. You're almost entranced into each song going. Every time a new song comes on, you're like, man, that's a good song. Man, that's a good song. Man, that's a good song. I think Folklore is Taylor absolutely at her best. That's her apex. And I think, given that this is a relative ranking, re-listening to Folklore shifted a lot of my tiers down a grade. Because I think it raised the bar of what a really good Taylor song and a really good Taylor album is. And I think specifically Folklore does such a good job with identity. I think it's very consistent through the whole thing. I don't think that every Taylor thing needs to be like Folklore, but I think Folklore is a great example of how to make an album. And the order of the songs and everything plays very well into each other.
Yeah.
So I would say overall this is a B- album for me.
Yeah.
It's good. It's not great. But I'm not like, no, I don't want to listen to it.
Right.
Because there's enough good songs on it that I like the album. But I think my overall thoughts, Taylor's not sad and that's okay.
Yeah.
Taylor is obviously in a great part of her life. And I do think inspiration-wise, that might be a more difficult time to write songs. Obviously, for me, her best album is Folklore. You're in pandemic and I mean, it's like prime Taylor stuff.
Right.
And common for most artists, right? Sad songs are also easier to write. I think the marketing hurt the album.
Yeah.
I think saying Life of a Showgirl, people expected a strong theme. You have her, even listening to her on Spotify, and I'm seeing the images of her, you know, in the costumes and all this, and I'm like, but where is this in Wood? Where is this in Canceled? It's just not connecting to me.
Yeah.
I think that what could have really helped this album, because I think this is Taylor's Untitled Unmastered, which is Kendrick Lamar's album that is untitled and unmastered. He just had a collection of songs. He was like, these don't necessarily fit on an album, but I want to put them all out. That I've been working on them. And that's the expectation you're going in with.
Yeah.
These are untitled, unmastered. I have songs on that I really like. I think she had named this Tales from the Tour. And it was basically like, these are songs that I wrote throughout the course of the Eras Tour.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily connected in a theme, but I want to put them out because that was a time in my life, and I hope that you guys enjoy them. Really would have set expectations differently and would have changed a lot of my impressions as I listened through of what's the theme if she had kind of brought up of like, this is where, these are just songs that I have, and I want you to have them. I think it would have probably helped some of the songs. Some of them, I think, maybe should have stayed untitled, unmastered. I think that they maybe just needed more time in the vault, or just weren't quite up to the standard that I was expecting after a great run of albums from Taylor Swift. And that's the end.
I like it. Bravo. That was a great presentation.